my name is Esperanza Garcia from the Philippines. In the Philippines, I'd like to thank you for inviting me to be part of this UniPro Summit. It is an honor to be here to see my fellow kababayan come together at a congregation that promotes unity in our community and educates the young Filipino leaders on who we are and where we come from. And unfortunately, I couldn't be there as much as I would have loved to be there physically. I'm fortunate enough to be able to use technology to connect with you guys and tell you our story, the young Philippine leaders, the young Filipinos who are here in our country and making a massive difference in our generation and educating young people on such a dire subject, which is the climate change phenomenon. I have had the opportunity to represent our country in international climate negotiations. I became an official delegate of the Philippines at the UN Climate Change Conference in Copenhagen, Denmark in 2009 and in Mexico, Cancun in 2010. And I was given the opportunity to speak not only on behalf of our country, but on behalf of our generation and the future generations to come. It was certainly a great honor to experience a summit of such magnitude. It's dubbed as the biggest gathering of world leaders in the history of our time. You know, that only proves how crucial and dire the world wants to act and collectively and globally find a common ground to tackle the disastrous effects of climate change. It was overwhelming to be involved in this complex process, watching almost 200 world governments come together to try to agree on a consensus that dictates our future. I was there, joined other young people, to let the world leaders know and let other governments know that our voices need to be heard. You know, this is something that will impact us. This is something that will impact our children. And here you are, twice, thrice, 4 times our age. You're negotiating our future. We deserve to have a voice in our future. Our delegation, we're very proud to have a youth delegation in our delegation in the Philippines. We are lucky to be a country that recognizes the importance of our participation, and they respected our voice. After my first COP experience in Copenhagen, I was offered a job with Senator Legarda to campaign and educate young Filipinos on climate change. At that time, she was running for vice president of the Philippines, and this gave me the opportunity to travel and see our beautiful country and just educate young people on an issue that not some of them even know about. We did film showings of the effects of climate change and the adaptation and mitigation measures in order to adapt to the impacts of climate change. We awarded climate stewards, climate heroes, stewards of climate change, who were making a difference in their own community. And we visited schools and universities all over the Philippines. In 4 months, we were able to reach over 40 to 50,000 young Filipinos. We started the Philippine Youth Climate Movement, this organization that transpired out of the desire of young Filipinos who wanted to take action and promote and support sustainable initiatives in our country. The Philippine Youth Climate Movement became this organization that grew organically, and in 2010, we were able to bring 5 of our members to become official youth delegates in the Philippines. And these 5 young delegates were given the same opportunity I was given the year before at Copenhagen. The Philippine delegation, who was at the UN Climate Change Conference, were so impressed by these young delegates who were representing our country very well that 2 of them got offered a job at the Office of the President, the Climate Change Commission. One just recently, Ana Oposa, just recently spoke at the Senate committee hearing on the rape overseas, and she was lobbying on the enforcement and amendment of our environmental laws. So these young delegates prove the importance of becoming a country representative in a multilateral international negotiation. Because it's one thing to be part of something as massive as this, to experience a gathering that is affecting the lives of others on such a global scale, but it's another to understand and realize that and realize in depth that it is a global phenomenon. We have to work together to mitigate the impacts of climate change, but it is also about going home and making a difference where it matters. So I would like to take this opportunity to announce our launch. I'm so proud that my colleagues are continuing on this legacy of giving other young Filipinos the opportunity to represent our country. And we just launched our official youth delegate search to participate and represent our country in the upcoming UN negotiation climate change conference, COP17 in Durban, South Africa. And we are looking for young, passionate individuals who are Filipino or Filipino at heart, who are interested in representing our country in international climate negotiations. If you'd like to know more about that, do visit this link, www.philycm.wordpress.com, to know more about it if you are interested in applying. And the second is I'm also involved in an organization called International Youth Council, an organization that was founded in 2007 at the Youth Assembly at the United Nations, which brings together young global leaders, provides them with networking opportunities and project support on projects that are helping humanity. And also projects that are helping promote and support the United Nations Millennium Development Goals, rather. And we just recently launched a project, our new website, and 3 months ago, and since then we have grown to having over 11 global chapters from all over the world in a span of 4 months, and 4,000 visits in our website and 2,600 members in our Facebook account. And what I wanted to bring up is there has yet to be an application for a Philippine chapter to transpire, and so if you are interested in becoming involved in this organization, do so apply. It would be great to have a Philippine chapter who are connecting with other young global leaders, making a difference in the world. And if you want to know more about it, do go to this website, www.internationalyouthcouncil.com, or email me at esperanza@internationalyouthcouncil.com. And I also have a blog, www.ecohope.blogspot.com. I would like to thank you from the bottom of my heart for allowing me to tell you our story. I am neither a scientist nor am I a politician. I'm a young person, a young Filipino, just like yourself, who discovered, excelled, and fueled my passion. And that has given me the confidence to realize my potential in making a global impact. In the work that I've done with my friends and colleagues, we have mobilized young people from all over the world, and we played in inspiring a global action. We're influencing people, and we're influencing the process. So don't tell me that youth are leaders of tomorrow when every day, each and every one of you in that room is proving that we are leaders of today. I only wish the best for you guys in your summit. I know that you guys will inspire each other to be the best person that you can be, but more so also be inspired to go home and make a difference where it matters. Thank you once again.